Welcome to Talkpoint, your trusted source for verified, balanced, and independent reporting on the stories shaping America and the world. Political tensions are running high in Washington as the federal government remains particularly shut down, and questions are remaining about how long the standoff might last. Some reports have suggested that Democrats have frustrated with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer handling of negotiations, but what's really happening behind the scenes? Let's break down the fact. As of the October 2025, the United States is in the midst of partial government shutdown, the result of a political statement between Democrats in the Senate and Republicans in the House that supports security funding, the foreign aid as well, including supports of Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. The shutdown began when the House, led by Speaker Mike Johnson, passed a short-term funding bill that including key Democratic priorities. The Senate met the Majority Leader Chuck Schumer rejected the version and pushed for a border package that including on domestic spending and foreign assistance. Without agreement between the two chamber and the government ran without a funding earlier this month, forcing many federal services to push operations. Despite the headline verified reports from Reuters and Associated Press, the Politico confirmed that claims of Democrat turning to Schumer are misleading while there is functional within the Democrat caucus over the pitch of resignations. There has no internal rebellion against of leadership. The difference are mostly about strategy, not about loyalty. According to several snippets quoted to Politico, some moderate and progressive Democrats want Schumer and separate government funding from foreign aid in the border to reach a quick compare with House Republicans. They argue that likely both issues together has complicated talks, but Schumer and the leadership team maintain that the two priorities must move together to ensure stability at home and abroad. In a floor speech this week, Schumer said, quote, "We are ready to work across the aisle, but continued resolution and partisan agreements are not governing factors. We need stability for our federal workers, for our economy, and for our commitment to overseas." The White House continued to back Schumer approach. Press Secretary Carney Jean-Pierre reaffirmed that the administration supports a comprehensive funding deal rather than separately bills, saying the president believes federal workers should not be held to political gain. On the other side of the aisle, House Republicans led by Speaker Mike Johnson insisted the Schumer in the holding to accuse. They want a series of smaller bills to fund select departments while continue to negotiate over continuous issues like border funding and international aid. Meanwhile, the shutdown impact is being felt across the country, according to the office. On the other side of the aisle, House Republicans led by Speaker Mike Johnson insist that Schumer is one of the holding and progress. They want a series of smaller bills to fund select departments while continue and negotiate over continuous issues like border funding and international aid. Meanwhile, the shutdown impact is being felt across the country, according to the Office of Management and Budget Modi analysis. The partial discount costing the U.S. economy estimate $300 million a day of lost productivity and delivered service. Hundreds of thousands of federal employees remain on furlough or are working without pay. Air travel, national parks, and administrative service have all seen disruptions, while essential programs like Social Security, medicine, and military operations continue to function under emergency funding. Economists say that if the impasse continues into November, it could show overall economic growth and snake investor confidence. However, the impasse is that essential systems remain operational and there is no threat of a full-scale economic shutdown. Within the Senate, Schumer and maintained board support from Democrats. Multiple verified reports from AP and Reuters confirm that while some members have privately argued him to move faster, none have called for a change of leadership. Party uncertainty for now remains. In fact, political analysts at Bloomberg and The Hill note that both parties and political risk from the standoff. For Democrat, political infection and could public confidence in Congress. For Republicans, international division between first conservative and moderates make it difficult to present a united strategy. Despite growing pressure, Schumer has pledged to keep the sense of session until a deal to reach his goal, he says, is to secure a funding agreement that restores government operation and ensures stability at home and abroad. So, to be clear, there is no verified evidence, and Democrats turning on Schumer. Instead, what we are seeing as debate within the party over strategy, not leadership. The shutdown remains a product of deep party's division, not a collapse in international support. As the negotiations continue, both sides appear to be holding firm, but the economic and political costs are mounting. Wherever the government responds and their cares will depend on who willing to compromise first. At Talkpoint, we will continue to crack verified update at the story develop, bringing you clear facting reporting without a noise or spin. Thank you for watching. If you found this report helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more verified update on US politics and global affairs. Stay tuned and stay informed.